Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So this is No Matrix After Dark, and I'm going to try to do two separate videos. I'm trying to do two separate videos on my way to the house. Two things I want to talk about. I want to talk about the thug life and the thug mindset. And I also want to talk about a question that was asked by a viewer, Axel the Beast, in terms of black man's attraction towards black women, and why is it that black women are chosen the least on dating sites, and everything she was saying. I'm going to sum it up in this video right here. I'm not going to judge your appearance because you're married, but it wouldn't have been bad. Sometimes, here's the thing, and shout out to Axel the Beast for commenting. This is a good, very good questions that she had. She wanted to know, why is it that black women are chosen the least on dating sites? And I'm going to go into some reasons that may be true in some cases and not true in others. But y'all know how stereotypes sometimes work. And sometimes stereotypes are coming into play. She said that black men and black women should do a better job of loving each other. I'm going to tell you, Axel, it's not always possible. Like I was telling you in the comment, how can you love a person that doesn't respect you? You can't even respect a person that don't respect you. People be lying. Like me personally, I can't love a person that doesn't respect me. It don't matter what your situation is, what your position is. If you, like for me, when it comes to love and loving women and stuff like that, from my own experiences, it's infatuation, it's lust until it grows into love, if it grows into love. Now, I'm watching out, these police over here, they get bored sometimes. I ain't got nothing for them. But you can't truly love a person that doesn't love you. You can't truly respect or love a person that doesn't respect you. And if you did love them at one point, once the things that you loved them for, or your love grew towards them, once those things start to disappear, then if you honest with yourself, your feelings gonna go with it. And another thing, women in general, not just black women, but women in general, research and studies suggest that women lose their love, their lust, and their admiration for the men that they're with in 12 months or less. Now, knowing this and knowing that black marriages last the least amount of time on average, but collectively marriage lasts 8 years or less. So with us, among us, marriage lasts less than 8 years. Now keep in mind that when people make their decisions, sometimes it's based on their experiences personally and as an individual. So when I look at my experiences and I look at my research, and I always want to be fair, I say that I used to be like, I'm going to deal with only black women. But my experiences at jobs, my experiences in my own relationship, my observance of other people amongst us melanated, lead me to suggest that all women do similar things. And because of my experiences, I'm not going to limit myself to just black women. It wouldn't even be fair. I done had biracial women before. Multiple occasions. I've never been in a relationship with a white girl per se, but I've been around them, and I've had SE actual relations with one in particular. So, if that makes sense, it's the stereotypes, it's people's individual experiences. I'm not obligating myself to just black women. For what? That wouldn't even make sense due to my experiences. I'm headed towards divorce right now. And I mean, we got a plan, in terms of our children and stuff like that, but, I'm keeping it open. So, some of the stereotypes that are the reason I believe black women are chosen last. Other men and other races often, not every time, but often they are intimidated by the stereotype about our penises. Couple that with them thinking that black women gonna say, and I'm gonna use some of the words, that they got a little dick. And there's no metrics after dark. Every black man ain't endowed, but races, a lot of times, a lot of other races, they think we all got 9 to 12 or a bigger penis. And some of them are trying to dog us out on the job, in public, because that's what in their mind, even white men and other men, they may not even be homosexual, but they still may think in their mind, wonder how big or how endowed we are. That's why I don't pee in stalls next to men, because there's been a couple times where it appeared that the guy was trying to peer and peek at my tool. You ain't, listen, man, I don't go there. So I don't pee in open stalls. I pee in the bathroom. I go close the door. And the only time I pee in the open stall is if ain't nobody else in the bathroom. It's sealed off where they can't see. Hey, man, this ain't that kind of party, man. It ain't none of your business how long my wang dang doozle is. But that's how they be. And don't let one of them have a little pinky. They'll hate you. Like here's what some people do in terms of guys. Some other race guys will just say, I don't know or care what they got, but if they got a little one, those sometimes are the guys you have problems with at work. They be wondering, like I'm 6'2", they be wondering how's it hanging. They just do, man. It's just a fact. And that's why they love to fire us from jobs, because they insecure anyway, some of them. They insecure about money. These states be cheating with these lotteries. Y'all ever notice how all the money we play as melanated ones, as black people? Why do we rarely ever win Powerball, Mega Millions? It's almost always white people. Y'all ever think about that? Or non-blacks? It's insecurities in play. So sometimes they take it out on black women. You're like, man, she gonna say I got a little cock. They think every black woman is mad. That's another one. And going along with what I just said, they think the black woman gonna be like, no, you didn't pull out that little thing. You better put that little thing back where you got it from. They think, like some of those guys, and then you see The white guys that got something, they always want to broadcast it all over porn, and you see them like they be kind of like going after black women, like some of them. And then you got a couple that probably don't care. Then you got a small one, he just trying to get his. But other races sometimes are inferior towards thinking that the black woman just gonna swallow them up. When it's been medically proven, this was weird. This was weird. Studies have shown that white women and Latino women as a whole have bigger and deeper vaginas than black women on average. On average. No, there's always exceptions to the rule. It's not always true. None of these things are always true. Another thing is people fear getting robbed. Like even me, for instance, like if I go on a dating site, which I'm curious, I just might, you never know, just to see some of the interactions. People be thinking that Pookie gonna be waiting around the corner to rob them. So a lot of them be worried about getting robbed. They worry about getting sassed out, having small ones. The mad black woman stereotype. All of these things come into play, y'all. Now, in terms of black men and black women, we haven't had the best history. And a lot of times, y'all don't realize, but at work, your interactions with the black men at work, it's going, sometime that might come into play with it too. Like, I guarantee you, some of these passport brothers, they be at them jobs, picking with them, targeting them, interfering, you name it. And it's making them not like black women as a whole because of the examples that are set in front of them. So, I mean, you don't fight your way through love. Love has to happen on its own. We will want to preserve our melanin and our tribes. This is why I always tell you, black men, white women, they get divorced too. All these racial groups get divorced. There's no guarantee, there's no 100% remedy in terms of dating and relationships. Largely in part because of social media, because of superficial behavior, you name it. It's hurting the dating landscape. Then you got people that's popular that their philosophies are damaging. Like Miss Sprinkle. She basically teaching women how to be 304s, gold diggers, which basically a gold digger is a glamorized stripper, prostitute, or streetwalker. It's all the same. You using sex to get whatever it is you're after. So she teaching people how to do those things, and then we teaching guys in this manosphere not to deal with people like that. We teaching them when I talk about dating, I base it off the Bible. What the Bible say, go with that first. You know, and like I teach, ain't no in between. You either over here with the Most High or you over there with the devil, depending on what you believe and what you do. Every category. So if you think men and women are equal and that a woman doesn't have to submit to a man, you're over there with the devil. Because that ain't what the Bible teach. That ain't what none of the spiritual books teach. You're over there with the devil. You rebelling, you not subject to your husband, you cheating on him, you flirting, you letting guys touch you, you overly friendly. All of these things, you over there with the devil. Emotional affairs, you over there with the devil. Physical affairs, you definitely over there with the devil. It's not fair at all for a man to have to provide for you, protect you, and you sucking another man's balls. You letting them finger you. You letting them suck on your breasts. You looking at pictures of his penis, masturbate. But then you telling the man that you committed to in relationship that you tired, that you got a headache, that can we do it another day? You over there with the devil. People talking about they graduating from their marriage. Over there with the devil. So, how we treat each other. Like me personally, I'm still dealing with black women. But I'm not going to just deal with them. I'm not. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm somewhat attracted to all. I live in Wisconsin. And people could try to act like these other states are better than my state. But I see attractive women in every race where I'm at. Thick, skinny, some of them skinny. You know, just all different ages. I'm not one that's stereotyped based on age either. But if you older than me, or you a lot younger than me, you still gonna have to meet me where I'm at. You older than me, don't try to play like you, act like you somebody mama. If you younger than me, don't try to act like you my daughter. That's how I look at it. So, but people try to obligate, yeah, in terms of leadership, your interests and your loyalties will be divided if you are married to somebody in the opposite race, obviously. Like if you married to a white woman, how you gonna talk about, you could say blacks need to come together, this, that, and the other, but you would be in some ways mistreating your own wife, you know, trying to go full-fledged in to the advancement of us melanated ones. When you marry non-melanated ones, you kind of giving up some of that. So, it's not always possible, like I told you. And then think of the black men that go on dating sites and all the people that swipe right on them are other races. So for them to try to go with black women who are not swiping right on them, they would just basically be unsuccessful. And likewise, I mean, just because you're a black woman don't mean that the guy has to swipe right on you. Like I told y'all, stereotype. People be thinking they're gonna get robbed. People be thinking you gonna complain about his endowment. And sometimes black men think that. Me personally, I know I got good size. I ain't gonna brag. I got good size. I don't worry about if a person gonna say that to me, because I already know you say that to me, you never mind. Never mind. That stuff, normally it doesn't matter. It's the woman in a lot of those cases that's trying to claw her way up to manipulate or to build inferiority or some stuff. But I hope that helps you. You know, like I told you, just be an exception to the rule. Don't give your husband no problems. Anytime he want it, give it to him. If you losing desire for your husband, that's a problem. That's something y'all need to discuss. You know, like you say, you don't got a dog on this fight, but we want you to be a successful marriage. I'm not against marriage. I'm for marriage, but I want to destroy all these people with these false motives for being married, and they over there with the devil trying to turn their marriage into a satanic union instead of doing it the way the Most High said. So people that ain't right for marriage, I'm gonna do everything in my power to inform the masses of men so they won't marry them, because the system that we live in is against us men. In terms of finance, they'll give these women everything, and they'll punish you for ending a relationship that in a lot of cases needed to end. That's why I tell people no marriage license. But anyway, let me get into this next video. Thanks for watching.